So today we in Spanish, okay? So these though is let me read them to you. Number one, what are comparatives? How do we make comparatives? Think of it, okay? Spanish. Using comparative adjectives in Spanish, how do we make the expression more than? In Spanish, less than, as big as would be number 6. Number 7, using comparative adjectives in Spanish, how do we make the expression as much as? Number 8, say are older than, or are younger than, are better than, or is worse than. These are the essential questions for today. And this is going to be based on the lesson from page 174. The activities that we are going to be completing today come from page 174, 175, and 176. Activities 12, 13, 14, and that would be it. 12, 13, and 14. So it says here in page 174, comparatives are expressions used to compare two people or things. In English, comparative adjectives are formed by adding the ER. Okay, you guys are familiar with that, to the end of the word by using more or less and as. So for example, Rodrigo is taller than his sister. Ben is shorter than his sister.
No.
Ben is smarter than his sister.
Yeah.
Okay. So we use either ER to make something that's bigger or than others, right? And then you use than, the expression than, the preposition than in between. Rodrigo in Spanish is do have these expressions such as más alto. Más means more. And make sure that you understand that más has an accent on the A, okay? It's more tall than his sister. That's what you will literally translate, but that's not how actually it translates. Rodrigo is taller than his sister, but this is expression that we use. Más alto que. In this case, que works as than. Okay, the expression, the preposition que right here works as than, like this one right here. Okay, there are other comparatives phrases in Spanish that we use, and these are it. He says here, use the following phrases to compare two things: an adjective, and the adjective has to agree with the noun. Okay, so más que means more than. My grandmother is more artistic than my father. Mi abuela es más artística. Notice that because you're referring to a female, abuela, a grandmother, then obviously the adjective is going to agree with the feminine word, the feminine noun, which is artística. If it will be abuelo, it will be artístico. Then it follows by the preposition que, right here, which work as than. Mi abuela es más artística que, and then the person that you're comparing it to. Mi padre, my father. Menos que works the same. Menos is less than. Menos sounds like less than, right? In English, you say minus, right? There's a little bit of a mathematical expression. Menos is less than, right? So, la clase de ciencias es menos divertida que la clase de inglés. Science class is less fun than English class. Menos que is what you use. Less than, that's what it translates. So you're referring to the science class, la clase de ciencias es menos divertida, less fun, que than la clase de inglés, English class. Tan or como. That translates as, okay? So you have to use those two, as. And tan, como. Okay, so in English we would use as for both. When you say your sisters are as serious as the teacher. So what you will do here is you will use tan for one and como for the second one. Tus hermanas son tan serias como la maestra. So you're referring to things that are similar, the same, okay? Anthony es tan inteligente como Mr. Macias. So making them equal. Things are equal, okay? Es tan como, okay? So that is how you would use it, and they will, you would use the adjective in between the tan and the como, okay? So de inglés es tan divertida como la clase de matemáticas. So they're equal. So that's how it will go. The next ones, the next comparisons, they do not involve an adjective in this ones. Okay, these are the phrases. Más que. Me gusta ir a la biblioteca más que al gimnasio. Okay, I like to go to this place more than this other place. Okay, I like to go to the library more than the gym. Me gusta ir a la biblioteca más que al gimnasio. Menos que. Me gustan las hamburguesas menos que los tacos. I like hamburgers less than tacos. Okay, so you're referring to two things. Tanto como. Now the difference between tan and como is that here is you're referring at this expression is as much as, right? When you're referring some things. Me gustan. ¿Te gusta hablar como tanto como escuchar? Do you like to talk as much as listen? Me gustan las hamburguesas tanto como los tacos. Okay? So you're referring to two things, as much as. There are other expressions that also go along with que, after, okay? Mayor means older. Menor is younger or minor. Menor. Mejor is better. No mayor, but mejor. The J sounds like H. And peor means worse. They all follow by the prepositions que, after. Mis tíos son mayores que mi tía. And they also have to match in number. Okay? So, for example, if you're talking about two uncles, two people, then you add an S to these ones. Mayores. Actually, you add ES for any of these. You add ES. Mayor, mayores. Menor, menores. Mejor, mejores. And peor, peores. Mis tíos son mayores que mi tía. Okay. Sebastián es menor que Ben. Sebastián es mayor que Ben. Okay. So these ones that's how it works. But you make sure that you include the que, which means than, right after it. Okay. And they do have to match, and they have to agree in number with the noun that they are referring to. Okay, so with this, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to page 175 a complete activity 12, and page 175, activity 13 as well, and the next page, activity 14. So I'm gonna do one with you guys right now to give you the opportunity to make some points, okay? So you're gonna use sentences with que or como. He says, Marisol es tan simpática. Would you use que here or como? Su madrastra. Correct. Tan goes with como. Correct. 5 points to you. Ana es menor que Rodrigo o como Rodrigo?
Que.
Correct. 5 points to you. Que Rodrigo. Muy bien. Menor que, mayor que, right? Entonces, Marisol corre tanto que sus padres o tanto como sus padres. Como sus padres. 5 points. Okay. Very good. So Rodrigo, Marisol runs as much as her parents. That's what he said. Next one, number 4. Rodrigo tiene menos hermanos. He has less brothers than Jose. ¿Cómo o qué? ¿Qué? 5 and 5. El tío Pablo toca la guitarra mejor, tan o qué? Sorry, ¿cómo o qué? Okay, correct, 5 points. La tía Camila. And the last one, este es mayor, Esther es mayor que o tan que tío. Correct. 5 points to you. So that's what you have to do. You have to refer to some of these expressions. The expressions are right here on page 174. Okay. Now here on page 175. Sorry, page 174. What you do is activity 13. And you can use más que, menos que, tan, plus como, or tanto como. This drawings. Okay. For example, right here it says, you see the drawings right there? Nicolás is the little kid. Then Grande is Sara. Sara is bigger, right? Or Nicolás is bigger. Nicolás is bigger. So you will say Nicolás es más grande que Sara. Okay, and then you will do these ones as well. We are comparing them. Okay, they give you the adjective alto, alta, serio, seria, perezoso, perezosa. So you have to choose. You will do all of these in this page, activity 13, and then you go to activity 14 in the next page, which is listen to the descriptions. It will be an audio that you will have to listen right here. By the way, the letter J sounds like the letter H in Spanish, in English. Jamón means ham. You don't say jamón, say jamón. Mujer means woman. You don't say mujer, you say mujer. Dibujar means to draw. You don't say dibujar, it's dibujar. The letter J sounds like H. And then you have joven. Joven is young. Okay. You don't say joven, but joven. Junio, no junio, junio, June. And hija, which means daughter, you don't say hija, but hija. That's how you pronounce it, the letter J. So again, in activity 14 in page 176, you will click here and listen. And based on the descriptions, indicate whether the sentences are true or false. Okay, so that's what we do today. And we are one topic away from the end of the school year for Spanish 1. So this will be in the semester exam. Okay, so please complete these activities. And now let's go back to the essential questions. Make sure that you submit these essential questions as well. In English, what are comparative adjectives? Anyone? Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
Expressions used to compare two people or things.
Correct. 10 points to you. Number 3. I'm going to skip number 2 because 2 is repetitive, right? Number 2. 3. How do we form comparative adjectives in Spanish? Anyone? 15 points for that one. Go ahead.
We add like K and combo and then
That's correct. Very good job. You in page 20. You gotta using comparative adjectives. Spanish, how do you say more than? Más que. 5 points to you.